decisions.
New relationships can be pretty unnerving.
You don't know where you stand or if you're the only one.
And for a while, everybody's on their best behavior.
But sooner or later, the facade drops and he sees the real you.
And there's a handful of things that can really freak a guy out. When something freaks out a guy, we can normally put on our poker face and pretend like there's nothing wrong. But there are some things girls do that secretly freak out a guy so bad it could fold a budding relationship. Take a look. Women have a way of getting what they want, but don't be sneaky to make sure that happens. Hiding all his ugly ties is not the way to get him to dress better. What's something that's sneaky that a girl's done to you?
Looking at your emails, messages on your phone, that kind of stuff. And when you have one password for everything and it's the exact same password, that causes a bit of a problem. So you've got to go around and make different passwords for everything and change all the passwords. It's just really annoying. Sneaky's not good. I'm not sneaky to you, don't be sneaky to me.
Well, my girlfriend's gone through pretty much everything, you know, pretty much anything at any time.
Luckily, I have a girl who's, you know, gives me my space for those kind of things. It wouldn't last long and she wouldn't be my girl if it didn't.
Trust is key.
So honesty and truth in a relationship is one of the most important things. And girls are always after guys for the truth. They want the truth. And so when a guy finds out that a girl hasn't been honest with him, he's going to feel like he's being controlled and like he's being lied to. So it's important to have that trust in a relationship.
PDA is something most guys shy away from, but we could live with it. However, public displays of hygiene, well, that's another story. Has a girl ever tried to pop one of your pimples?
Yes, many times.
That's kind of gross. That freaks, that's freaky. The freakometer at the bottom of the screen right now is going crazy.
Girls seem to go for that for some reason. They like picking stuff off their man, not sure why.
I had a girlfriend who hated brushing her teeth, and she would go for like 2 or 3 days without brushing her teeth and then just think that chewing gum would be okay. And I was kind of like, that's a little disgusting.
When a couple's been dating for a long time, they tend to get really comfortable with one another. And that's a great thing, but it's important to keep that mystery alive and respect the other person's boundaries.
Even if a guy is head over heels about a girl, the thought of marriage and one sex partner freaks him out, especially if you're only 3 months into a relationship. Have you ever had a situation where a girl maybe moved a little bit too fast?
Well, not me in particular, but a friend of mine, he was dating an older woman, and recently she bought herself a house. And yeah, he's really not ready to move into a house, settle down. I mean, first comes the yard, then the dog, then the kids. He's not ready.
Yikes. Yeah, that could be a little bit awkward.
The second date, she wanted me to meet her parents. I went by, the whole family was there, nieces, nephews, stuff like that.
I have a niece that's very adorable, and my girlfriend always goes up, runs and cuddles and tickles her, and she says, oh, I want one, you know, that kind of stuff, and it's just like, sweetheart, we've only been together a little while, you know.
When a relationship first begins, everybody always thinks about the potential for your partner to be a lifelong partner, right? Of course, that's normal. But when we start talking about marriage or letting things slip about what we're thinking for the long-term future, that can really freak someone out. It's important to remember not to say anything too prematurely.
So men aren't amazing at expressing themselves, but just because he's not talking doesn't mean that he's not freaked out. Communication is key here. If you can get him talking about what freaks him out and not get offended, that'll be your ace in the hole.